everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's Meow-Meow's cooking show. And I got a nefarious plan brewing. Look guys, it's a dog treat maker. Guess what? I'm gonna get me some cyanide or some arsenic. And I'll get rid of them doggos. I'll get rid of them.
Meow-Meow, we are not poisoning the dogs.
You might not be poisoning the dogs, but I will.
Meow-Meow, we are not going to kill the dogs, but we will make them some dog treats.
Well, what was the point in buying this dog treat maker then?
Meow-Meow, we cannot kill the dogs. I realize you think cats are superior, but the dogs were here first.
Fine, then I'll leave.
Well, then you leave. Well, guys, we are not, in fact, making arsenic or cyanide dog treats, I promise. But we are gonna unbox this little treat maker, and we're going to make some dog treats. For Precious and Pedro, our elderly Chihuahuas. They're 15, 16 years old, something like that. And they can't really eat the crunchy dog bones anymore. So we're going to see if we can make some that they can eat. And let's see, here's your double your warranty. Hello Foodie. Little paper they always like to stick in there. And then we are going to, looks like the recipe book is bent. Let's try to, oh goodness. Oh, there we go. Anyways, here guys, here it is, mini dog treat maker. It looks like it might make about 6 or so. Bon appetit. Wagtastic treats. Makes 6, okay, it makes 6 dog treats at a time. Great for pets with allergies or special diets. With the Dash Mini Dog Treat Maker, you can keep your fluffy one happy and tail wagging. Recipes included. Our recipe guide comes with tasty, unprocessed recipes that use ingredients you already have in your own kitchen. With this purchase, you're not only treating your own dog. So apparently, you scan this and it'll tell you about that. It must maybe donate some money or something. From peanut butter treats to bacon and meats. Well, there you go. And that's what it's supposed to look like on the inside. But we will find that out on our own because we're going to open her up. Okay, so as I said, they bent our book, but that's all right. Get cooking good looking. How'd they know? Hi, Bugatti. You don't want to give them arsenic, are you? You probably do. All right. Recipes inside. Mini dog treat maker. So in here, you're going to have, of course, your how-to guide and all of that. All the important safeguards. All the things nobody ever reads. And it tells you that there is an indicator light, which they usually have, and tells you about the cover and all of that. Non-slip feet, that's always important. Never touch the cooking surface. Well, that was kind of a given because it's hot. All right. Probably tells you not to use it around water and that kind of stuff. It tells you how to use it. Well, guess what? We've used enough of these makers, we kind of know. And there's peanut butter pumpkin treats on page 24. That sounds like a winner. Okay. Now let's see. Place the appliance on a stable cooking dry surface. Yes, we know. Once the cooking surface reaches the optimal cooking temperature, the indicator light will automatically shut off. Yep, we know that. If you like, spray both cooking surfaces with a small amount of cooking spray. I don't find that I need to do that usually. Place or pour about 1 teaspoon of dough into each of the cooking surface, like bone shapes, and cover. You know, close the lid so don't overfill, of course. Once the dog treats are cooked, see cooking times in the recipe, carefully remove them from the cooking surface with a heat-resistant nylon or wood or silicone cooking utensil, but not metal. We know that because it'll scratch the non-stick coating. When you have finished cooking, unplug your device. Ah, no kidding. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. And your cleaning and maintenance, well, it's like any of the other mini makers. Mini dog treat maker recipe guide. Look how happy the doggy is. Must be good stuff. Let's see, what do we have? Chicken and wild rice treats. Pumpkin, carrot, and spinach treats. Cheddar bacon treats. You know they'd like that. Look, and it actually shows you like bits of bacon in there. Definitely going to be making that one, but I'm out of bacon. Cranberry almond treats. Let me tell you something. Precious will absolutely go gaga for that because she loves almonds. Then they have the grain-free greenies. So, you know, it's supposed to be good for their teeth. I don't think they'll get that crunchy, but peanut butter pumpkin treats. Sorry for the noise of the air conditioning. And I know it gets very loud. I think that's the one we're going to make because I do have pumpkin puree and I do have peanut butter. I have, oops, we need an egg. And it calls for whole wheat flour. I think I'm out of eggs and I don't have whole wheat flour. We may actually have to pause you and go get some ingredients. Let me see what else it has. And then there's banana flax treats. I don't have flax seeds, but I have bananas. My dogs won't eat bananas. Maybe they would eat the treat, I'm not sure. So, and then it tells you about quickie dog treats. Tells you some more combinations, it looks like. Apple and sweet potato. They'd like that. They love both. Sweet potatoes. And, let's see, what else? Then a place to write some notes. And customer support, which I've never had to use, guys, because I've never had a problem with any of my Dash appliances ever, but it's good to have that on hand. Let's see what we got here and get it opened up and washed up and ready, but we will have to go get possibly some ingredients. Look how little and cute. There is a little button here and it opens this up. So it actually latches down. Look how little the dog bones, ouch, that's my thumb. Look how little the dog bones are, just the right size for my Chihuahuas. That's awesomeness. And I like that this one actually goes down. You have the little latch there that locks in place. And the non-skid feet, it's got little rubberized things on the bottom. All right, let's get her washed up and we'll be right back with you. Alright guys, well we're going to go ahead and mix up our mix for the peanut butter and pumpkin dog treats, and we'll be right back with you once that's done. Okay, we are back with you. Now we do not have whole wheat flour, we have regular flour, and obviously whole wheat would be better for the dogs, but this is for demonstration purposes. Not that we won't allow them to try them, but we have enough ingredients. We are going to go to the store later and get whole wheat flour, but in place of an egg we do have applesauce, which is also good for the dogs. And so here we go. It calls for mixing the wet ingredients first, so your egg or your applesauce, your peanut butter, and your pumpkin puree. So we're going to put those down in our mixer. Hang on a minute, we need a spatula. Let's get the small spatula, easier. Okay, we got a spatula. We're going to dump these ingredients in our stand mixer. Remember, this was sent to me by a fan who wants to remain anonymous. Isn't that amazing? I have gotten so much use out of this, so thank you again. You know who you are. Alright, so we put in a 1/4 cup of applesauce in place of that egg. We're putting in 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, just smooth peanut butter. And it's supposed to be, I think, like unsalted and all of that, but you know, we have what we have. And pumpkin puree is 1/2 cup. Trying to get it all out. That's why we're using a small spatula, because we got to get all down in there. All right, so we are going to mix those ingredients together. No arsenic. Sorry, no cyanide. Sorry, Meow-Meow. We're going to mix that up. Trying to get that applesauce that went up the side to go down inside. Alright, not quite as mixed as I would like. I'm going to mix a little bit by hand. And then we're supposed to mix in the flour with a fork. We're going to use the spatula.
I would suggest pulsing it for a moment.
Well, I've got to get everything pushed down in because the applesauce wanted to go up the side while the peanut butter stayed right down in the middle. So we're going to push that down in. I'm going to mix that just a little bit more. I have peanut butter on my knuckles. And you could eat this yourself if you wanted to. There's nothing in here
That is not safe
that
for
isn't safe for humans. Alright, I think
I
we're
would say
good.
that's about it.
Alright, let's push all that down in there out of the whisk. It smells like a combination of baby food and peanut butter. That's what I'm smelling.
Peanut butter baby food.
Peanut butter baby food. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, now we are going, yep, there you go. There's our mixture. We are going to slowly mix it in. I'll stir, you pour.
Now it does say to use a fork to mix in the flour. However, it will be much easier to fold the flour in with a rubber spatula.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. And it's already dirty. Just don't tell Chef Meow-Meow. Alright. Also, don't tell her that we didn't put in the poison. She doesn't really want to get rid of the doggos. It's just a joke. Maybe. Alright. Getting drier and drier
Now it's
here.
getting to a consistency that we
Alright,
may want
you
to
stir
switch
that.
over to a fork.
You stir that because Mom gets real tired real fast. Alright, we are going to
Look at this.
try it the first batch without using anything.
You'll get this real, almost like Play-Doh-y
Yeah, it is like Play-Doh.
texture.
Alright. Well, let's break off a piece and stick it in the middle of that bone. Try to keep it inside the bone. As we know from other mini makers, you know, less is more.
They spread out.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we don't have to spread it to shape, but we'll do that when you...
Yeah, but I'm just trying to keep it inside the bone and not so much outside so we don't have a lot of wasted. Not that the dogs would eat it, but I'm trying to keep it inside the shape. I'm trying to. I roll it out a little bit into like a little bit of a log shape. Alright, I think we're figuring it out here. I think a log shape is what we need. Man, that smells really yummy. And because it doesn't have egg in it, I literally could lick my fingers if I wanted to. I love pumpkin. Not so much raw pumpkin, but I love pumpkin. And I love peanut butter. And I'm telling you, we are going to taste these and tell you not just ask the dogs their opinion. We're going to try it because there's nothing in here we can't eat. Alright, so it says to close that down for 5 minutes, so we will be back with you in about 5 minutes. Alright guys, so we're about to check them. Let's see what's going on in here. Well, they're not perfect. That one looks pretty good. That one looks really good. Let's get them out. I'm knocking on them. They feel done. Now you're not supposed to use metal, but I am actually not touching the maker. I am only touching the food. If you're really, really careful, you can use a fork. You just don't want to scratch against that metal at all, or you can ruin the coating. All right, so there's batch 1. Let's let them cool down just a second before we offer them to a doggo.
Now it says to use a cooling rack, but we don't have a cooling rack. So I'm just gonna blast chill these in the freezer
And I'm gonna taste it
for
hot
about
off the...
45 seconds.
I'm going to taste it hot out of the pan. So they're kind of soft still in the middle, and that could be... Alexa, stop. Sorry, my timer just went off. That could be because we did a little bit under. Who would have known? I like dog treats. It's really good. Now, if you added a little like cinnamon, and, you know, some little pumpkin pie spice, these would be really good for people. However, this is not for me. This is for the doggos. And I think they'll like them just as they are when they cool down, because they're hot. Let's put another batch in, and we'll be right back with you. All right, guys, here's our taste test. This is Precious baby. Here, she's got a toothache, so we have to break it off. Oh, break it up a little more. Sorry, guys, she needs dental surgery. She has a loose tooth. Here, baby. She did eat one a moment ago. Well, let's try Pedro. Where is Pedro? There he is.
There's
And here's our blind man.
our walking sausage.
Yeah, he's kind of a sausage boy. I promise they ate it a minute ago. They're a little camera shy, I guess.
Here you go.
Nope. They liked them better warm, guys. I promise they did eat one. Guys, no joke. Behind my husband's neck, she'll eat it. Here she is. Here's some bits and pieces of it. She just wouldn't eat it while we were holding her. So it is a hit. All right, so batch 2 should be done, and we filled them a little more full, so it's probably one big, just what I thought would happen. It's kind of one big mass
It's
now.
like a pancake.
With dog bone shapes in it. So I got a little too much that time, not quite enough the first time. So let's see if we can get it just right this time. So guys, they do make cute little bones, and you can see by my hand the size that they are. They are not quite hard, you know, like crunchy hard. They're a little more chewy and soft with a crunchy coating. So these work really well for my doggos who are old, and Pedro only has one tooth, and Precious has got one that needs to, she's got an appointment to have some dental surgery. They smell really good. All of us humans, we ate one. Other than being, they're a little sweet and a little bland. I mean, you can detect the applesauce, you can detect the peanut butter, you can detect the pumpkin, but they would definitely be better with some stuff in it that is not so dog friendly. You could use this to make cookies, however, for the kiddos in bone shapes. Be neat around the holiday like Halloween or just any old day to cook some quick cookies. And we actually added some pumpkin spice kind of flavors into this ball here. That's why it's a little different color. And we're going to try it as a kind of cookie thing in a moment when these ones are done cooking. Just for the giggles. Alright guys, so it is a little difficult to judge the amount of dough you need to put in each little bone shape. And for that purpose, I would give the mini dog bone maker more of a 4.5 meows. 4 to 4.5. Works like intended. It's just a little hard to get the right amount, so you end up with a big bone pancake that you have to then break the bones out of. And that's not a big deal. And really, the dogs don't care if they're not shaped like bones. They don't care if you just rip off pieces, and you know, they don't care what the shape is. So again, I tried very hard to not overfill, and this is what I ended up with. So we're just going to break it up into kind of equal-ish size pieces. We don't care that they're not bone-shaped. You know, and it doesn't affect the flavor. Now we're going to do the ones that we added some sugar and some spices to, and let you know what we think of those, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so here is our one that we made for humans. Not that, you know, we already ate the dog ones too. This one kind of went out. Remember, the key to cleaning any of these makers is to clean it while it's warm. This is actually very hot, but I'm trying to get that little bit out of that crevice if I can. It's on the plastic. I'm not scraping the metal. Anyways, you want to clean these up while they're still warm. If you don't, then the stuff dries on and it's harder to get off. Anyways, we put in spices like cinnamon and nutmeg and
allspice.
Allspice.
And
sugar.
sugar.
A little bit of sugar in this. And we're going to see. We're going to see if it's... We didn't cook it all the way. We were trying to leave it to be a little softer on the inside, more pumpkin pie light. But it's just rubbery.
I think it happened.
It's a little rubbery. You need a little whipped cream with your... Don't overdo it because we need that for something else. Huh, it's actually really good. Who would have thought that pumpkin
That tastes like pumpkin pie.
and peanut butter would taste good? It's actually pretty good, guys. I don't feel bad about feeding it to the dogs at all. That's pretty good. Have your dad taste it. So hot that, of course, the whipped cream just melted right off, but they're good. All right. So let me know. Hot.
I want you to try this.
Still have it in my mouth. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Dash mini dog treat
Got
maker.
cream on it.
All right. It's definitely going to take a little more practice to not overfill.
Because we added cinnamon.
And let me know what you think of it. And I promise, obviously, there's no arsenic or cyanide. I just ate it. I like it. Like I said, I gave it about 4.5 meows. Please give me a big old thumbs up. And like I said, comment below. Please subscribe to my channel because that would really help me out, and share my video with others. Maybe they might subscribe as well. Thank you for watching and listening to me babble, and I will see you again in just a moment in another video. Bye, guys.